A reading from the Gospel of Mark. The apostles gathered together with Jesus and reported all they had done and taught. He said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." People were coming and going in great numbers, and they had no opportunity even to eat. So they went off in the boat by themselves to a deserted place. People saw them leaving, and many came to know about it. They hastened there on foot from all the towns and arrived at the place before them. When he disembarked and saw the vast crowd, his heart was moved with pity for them, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. Have you ever had one of those days when no matter how hard you try to get away, things keep coming up to prevent you from taking a break? Maybe you're hoping to have a day to just sit around and do nothing, but you keep finding stuff that's out of place or messy, and it bothers you so much that instead of taking a break, you clean it. And before you know it, you no longer had time to take a break. Or maybe you're in the office trying to get work done, but people keep coming up to you and interrupt you with questions, making it impossible for you to get some peace and quiet so you can do your simple, everyday desk work. That's what comes to mind when I read today's gospel. Jesus and his apostles, which probably included the 12 and other women who followed Jesus, have been out spreading the good news of the kingdom of God. And at this point, they are clearly exhausted. They needed a break. And there's a ton of hustle and bustle as well as huge crowds around them. So they try to sneak away from all the chaos without being noticed. However, they are gaining more notoriety, making it a lot harder for them to simply go around unnoticed. So people inevitably figure out where they're going and follow them. Although they may have had a few minutes by themselves on the boat ride, they see that a huge group of people followed them there by foot. So no matter how hard they try to get away from these people, they just can't do it. At this point, it would be quite easy for them to get frustrated and try to tell all the people to go away and leave them alone. Yet Jesus, being quite good at reading people, senses that they really need him right then and there. He probably could sense that each one of them was struggling with something and needed a shepherd to guide them. So instead of getting frustrated, he is moved with pity and compassion. So he forgoes his break and then begins teaching and preaching to them. He knew that they needed him right then and there. This is definitely a good moral to the story. Sometimes when we just need a break, even to the point where we almost might get frustrated, we need to know when someone really needs us to be with them. Maybe someone is at their breaking point, and we too need to be like Jesus and be moved with pity for them and help them through what's going on. Yes, we all need to find a way to get a break, but we also need to have the presence of mind to know when a break needs to be put on hold in favor of showing compassion for someone else. It's a fine line, of course, but it's absolutely essential to find the balance of knowing when it's time to take a break and when you need to put that break on hold in order to help someone else.